On Saturday, guys, we will see the All-Star Game actually take place. We will see Team WNBA versus the Team USA. This is the Team USA that's going to be participating in the Olympics that's going to be happening in Paris. So that is something to note, guys. I wanted to talk about this because I think the coaching for this is so awesome and so fun. Okay, so guys, for the All-Star Game, we will see Cheryl versus Cheryl. Guys, like, I love this. Like whoever in the WNBA, whoever in league office thought of this idea, chef's kiss. Like, this is fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic. Cheryl versus Cheryl. Like, I love it. I love it. Cheryl Miller, she is a women's basketball legend. And a lot of people believe that Cheryl Miller was the best women's basketball player to ever play the game of women's basketball. She is fantastic. She also is just very active when it comes to women's basketball. She is always doing what she can to grow the game of basketball. If you don't know, she is a legendary player who played at USC. She was one of the players who made USC, University of Southern California, might I add. She's one of the players who made that school so legendary for women's basketball. Cheryl Miller is so Cheryl Miller is going to be coaching for the WNBA All-Stars Team WNBA, which I am so excited about. I think this is going to be a really fun time to watch them to watch her coach that team. So yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. All right, so we also have on the other side of the court, we have Cheryl Reeve. So Cheryl Reeve is the head coach for the women's national team, the 5-on-5 women's national team that's going to be competing in Paris. So Cheryl Reeve is the head coach for that. She's been in the USA basketball system for a long time. And so she is going to be coaching there. If you don't know about Cheryl Reeve, here's just a quick highlight of who she is. She has been the national team head coach for USA basketball since 2021. And so, so since 2021, she's been the head coach for the national team. She is the Minnesota Lynx head coach and president of basketball operations. She also was with Team USA when they won the gold medals in 2016 and 2020 as an assistant coach. She also, one thing to note actually about Team USA is that they have different spells of coaches, right? So she's on a 3-year term with Team USA as the head coach. So this is going to be Olympics is going to be her last time being the head coach for Team USA, and then they'll bring somebody else in as the head coach. She's a great player. She's a 3-time coach of the year in the WNBA. She won it in 2011, 2016, 2020. She has 6 WNBA championships. 4 as an actual head coach. She has 2 as an assistant coach, which, yes, Cheryl Reeve was an assistant coach in the WNBA before she became a head coach. So she won 4 times as head coach, 2 times as an assistant. She just has a huge career when it comes to coaching in the WNBA. Guys, that is that. I wanted to talk about that because I thought it was really fun. I thought it was really fun that we have Cheryl Reeve versus Cheryl Miller. Now, guys, since I kind of gave a backstory of sorts to Cheryl Reeve, I do want to talk about Cheryl Miller a little bit. So Cheryl Miller, as I said, she played for USC. She was fan-freaking-tastic. Like truly, a lot of people have Cheryl Miller as the best player that has ever played women's basketball. She was a 3-time Naismith Player of the Year. She won the championship for USC twice in 1983 and also in 1984. And she also won the gold medal for Team USA in 1984. A tough thing about Cheryl Miller is that she actually got an injury when she was in college, and she never actually played like professional basketball because she got hurt. And that's kind of tough. Well, she played technically. She played a little bit, but she never played in the WNBA because she did get hurt. I forgot exactly what her injury was, but she got hurt and never played professional. She tore something. I can't remember if it was the ACL or what exactly it was. But all right, so it was the ACL. Okay, thanks, Rena. Thank you, Rena. I appreciate you. Rena is confirming that it was the ACL that she tore, and this was back in the day. This was back in the day before medicine was the way it is now. You tear your ACL, you can be back the next year. So for some players, you can even be back, in 6 to 9 months. But back then, that was the end of your career. Like, that was the end. So unfortunately, she never played in the WNBA or anything like that. But that girl was a straight up baller when she played. Unfortunately, I never saw her play because I was not alive. I was not alive when she was playing basketball. So that's why I say a lot of people say she's the number one. I would probably say she's the number one as well, but I've never actually seen her play. I mean, I have in videos. I have in videos on YouTube. If you look up Cheryl Miller on YouTube, you can watch her play some basketball there. But I didn't watch it in real time. Thing to note, guys, is that she actually spent some time coaching. She spent some time coaching in the WNBA. Guys, that's my alarm. Time has gone by real fast. It has gone by real fast. Fun fact, guys, did you know that Cheryl Miller was the first head coach for the Phoenix Mercury? Did you know that? Did you know? Guys, I tell you, I love fun facts. Like, that's just like part of my made up job that I love. I love to give you guys fun facts. So yeah, she was the first head coach for the Phoenix Mercury. She coached them for 4 seasons from 1997 to 2000. She was the head coach for the Phoenix Mercury. She was also the general manager at that time as well. She actually made it to the WNBA Finals one year. But of course, her team lost to the Houston Comets, who had a crazy winning streak for the WNBA championship. So yeah, she was a head coach in the WNBA for a little bit. Also, guys, the thing that most people know Cheryl Miller for is her broadcast career. Like, when I was growing up, that's the thing I remember. I don't remember. I was not alive when she was Cheryl Miller, the player. To be honest with you, I don't even remember her as I was alive, but I don't remember her as the head coach for the Phoenix Mercury, though she was. But I wasn't aware of her at that time. But the thing that I was very, very aware of was her broadcasting. Growing up, guys, I loved watching the NBA, and Cheryl Miller was my favorite, play caller, announcer, whatever you want to call that position. The person who's talking to the people on TV. She was my favorite of that. Growing up, guys, I was a massive fan of Cheryl Miller. Massive. That's my memory of her. It wasn't until a lot later that I realized that she actually played basketball. I didn't know. I knew she was Reggie Miller's sister. Would give him grief all the time. She was awesome at her job, but I didn't know. I didn't really know anything about her playing basketball until later. And then I saw videos and I was like, wow, this girl was fire. This girl was fire. All right. So guys, I did want to just let y'all know that we do have Cheryl versus Cheryl in the All-Star Game. It's going to be pretty fun. It is going to be pretty fun. Now, guys, if you don't know, I just want to run through the list real quick. of Team WNBA, we have DeWanna Bonner from the Connecticut Sun. We have Aaliyah Boston from the Indiana Fever. We have Caitlin Clark from the Indiana Fever. We have Alicia Gray from the Atlanta Dream. De'Erica Hamby with the Los Angeles Sparks. Brianna Jones with the Connecticut Sun. Jonquel Jones from the New York Liberty. Kayla McBride from the Minnesota Lynx. Kelsey Mitchell from the Indiana Fever. Arike Ogunbowale from the Dallas Wings. Nneka Ogwumike with the Seattle Storm. And we have Angel Reese with the Chicago Sky. So those are the players that Coach Cheryl Miller is going to be coaching for the All-Star Game. All right, and for the USA national team, we have Nafisa Collier with the Minnesota Lynx, Kalia Copper with the Phoenix Mercury. We have Chelsea Gray with the Las Vegas Aces, Brittany Griner with the Phoenix Mercury, Sabrina Ionescu with the New York Liberty, Jewel Lloyd with the Seattle Storm, Kelsey Plum with the Las Vegas Aces, Brianna Stewart with the New York Liberty, Diana Taurasi with the Phoenix Mercury, Alyssa Thomas with the Connecticut Sun, Asia Wilson with the Las Vegas Aces, and Jackie Young also with the Las Vegas Aces. So those players are going to be coached by Cheryl Reeve, who is also going to be coaching them in Paris in just a couple of weeks. So guys, I just wanted to let you all know that. I think that is super, super, super fun to see Cheryl versus Cheryl. So guys, I don't believe they've released the All-Star starters yet. So I do not know that. I do not know that information. So I do not know who is starting. At least if they announced it, I missed it. But yeah. So guys, this is the second time that we will see Team USA versus Team WNBA for the All-Star Game. The last time this happened was on July the 14th, 2021, when Team WNBA took down the USA national team. They won that game 93-85. That was the game that Arike Ogunbowale went off. She had 26 points in that game to beat Team USA. She was also the MVP of the All-Star Game. So yeah, guys, that is the information. Guys. Yeah, I feel like I covered all the stuff I really wanted to talk about, guys. If there is an aspect about All-Star Game that you are confused about, that you don't know about, let me know, and I'll try to talk about it real quick before I hop off. But guys, I am planning on hopping off in about 10 minutes, so we'll see if let's see what y'all have to say in the comments. Let's see what y'all have to say. Frank says, "Ain't age shamed us again, Quita." Not as an age shame, because that means you have been on this earth longer. That's awesome. Age, for the most part, brings wisdom. Not all the time, but for the most part, it brings wisdom, it brings knowledge, it brings understanding, and there's nothing wrong with being older, guys.